My name's David Slater. I'm a conductor and composer and music educator from Australia. My background is for a long time in conducting youth orchestras and ensembles, but also adult, community and professional choirs and orchestras in Australia, and more recently in other parts of the world. My teaching has been for a long time focused on the music of Beethoven. For me, Beethoven is the end of so much that happened in music and the beginning of so much that has happened since. So for me, studying Beethoven as a teenager was a great joy, and I began early studying his symphonies and later his piano sonatas and string quartets, and much later again the concertos. For me, his music embodies so much life, so much energy, so much vigor. And throughout my time, I've seen Beethoven as being essential in a season for an orchestra to perform. So maybe not every concert, but certainly every year, it's just so important to play Beethoven. His music took everything there was before and brought it together and then reshaped it. He introduced so many new things to music that there's hardly been a composer since that has not benefited from and grown out of his music. Back in 2016, I was speaking to colleagues here in Vienna about the possibility of a festival dedicated to the music of Beethoven in his anniversary year, 2020 being the 250th year since his birth. We've been talking about this for the last few years, and now with nearly 12 months to go, we have a festival in place that will involve young people coming from all over the world to perform his music, to study his music. It's been a bit of a journey to shape and discover how this festival might take place. And it's a great joy that right now we have people considering coming to it from different parts of the world. In the festival, apart from the opportunity to perform your own repertoire with Beethoven as the focus, we have a number of innovative ideas that are a part of it. We have a young composers competition where ensembles coming to the festival can commission a short work by a young composer from their own country, and this work will be premiered at the festival. And we have a prize for the best new work that in some way relates the music of Beethoven to the music of now. That's very exciting. We also have a young podium where young conductors can spend some time one-to-one with a conductor here at the festival and learn some more things about the craft of conducting, and then in a prepared work, participate in workshops with their mentor conductor and then perform the work in a concert here at the festival. We have the possibility under discussion right now of creating a combined choir and combined orchestra to perform together the Mass in C of Beethoven. Perhaps not all of it, perhaps a couple of movements from it, but this is an exciting opportunity for young musicians to meet together to rehearse as a choir and as an orchestra to perform this work. You might ask why a Beethoven festival is in Vienna when he was born in Germany in Bonn. Of course, part of this festival will include the opportunities for groups to travel to Bonn after the festival in Vienna, or perhaps travel to Bonn first and arrive here in Vienna. We're also including Salzburg and Prague and Munich as places you can travel to with other groups to perform in joint concerts. But why Vienna? Well, Beethoven came here as a young man, and it was here he really made his mark on music. It was here that he wrote his great works. It was here that he influenced so many other composers and challenged ideas about music and about patronage and about art. And Vienna is, of course, the perfect place to come together for a Beethoven festival. If you're thinking of participating in the Beethoven Festival, really you need to have a look at the website that's there on the screen now and discover everything that is part of this festival and how you could fit into it. It's a festival that's designed for everyone. It's a festival that's designed so that you can come and enjoy these beautiful places in Europe and participate with other young people from many places. It's a festival that's designed for you to choose a work of Beethoven and bring it and perform it, along with your own repertoire, to perform in concerts on your tour here. If you're an orchestra, the music of Beethoven is easy. There is so much to choose from, not just original scores, but also arrangements at your own level. If you're a choir, a little more difficult, but there are so many arrangements of his choral works that you can choose from. And bands, of course, there is so much of his music that's been arranged. So I would say begin to look into the music of Beethoven and discover what you could possibly bring to play and to share. Very importantly, the possibility of collaborating together, choirs together, to sing excerpts from the Beethoven Mass in C is something we're working on right now. And if you're interested, when you look on the website and communicate with us, you might indicate to us that that's something you would really value, the opportunity to perform with other choirs and an orchestra, some or even all of the Mass in C during your time here. We'd have time for rehearsals for you so that together we would put this work from the many choirs into one choir and then perform it in some wonderful venues on the tour.